Artificial intelligence is here, and if you are not using it, you are going to get left behind. It's that simple. Not sure where to start? No problem. In this post, we are going to outline 5 easy ways to get started with artificial intelligence for your Shopify store. So first off, a very simple way to get started with AI, specifically ChatGPT, because that's what lots of people are talking about and using right now, is leveraging ChatGPT for blog post content on your Shopify store. Now, why do you want to do that? Well, having blog content on your store can do a few things. One, long term, you can get more organic traffic if you are creating high quality blog content that provides value for your target audience and also aligns with keywords people will use to search for your potential product set or a problem that your products solve. So creating blog content, high quality and lots of it, is a great way to increase your traffic long term. And using ChatGPT to, one, find topics that could work for your store, and two, creating some of that content is super helpful. Now, it's not perfect. You can't just, enter a topic and then ChatGPT is going to spit out the perfect blog post. You typically will need to do a fair amount of editing and massaging of that content, but it's a lot easier than starting from scratch. So that is a very simple way to get started and can be useful for basically every Shopify brand and really every business out there. So that's the first one, using ChatGPT for blog content. Number 2, the second thing you can use ChatGPT for in order to get more value for your Shopify store is managing customer service requests. So there are apps that can help do this with AI, but a real simple way to get started is if you're handling your customer service responses, or if you have a team that's doing that, you can just use ChatGPT to create those responses for you. So let's say if a customer reaches out and asks you a question about a particular size of product you have or a certain SKU, and you are seeing some of those same requests over and over, you can use ChatGPT to craft a response. And you can say, hey, ChatGPT, we want you to act like a customer service agent who is friendly, thoughtful, professional, and wants to make customers feel really good with the response. And here is the type of response we want you to create. And you could even feed in the customer's question, and they then say things like, you can recommend this type of product, or you want to have this type of response, and it will spit out a very good response. And if you're not happy with it, you can just ask ChatGPT to do it again, but update it based on the tone you're looking for or the type of response you're looking for. So it's a really easy way. Instead of having you or your team draft responses from scratch, you can get a nice framework to start and potentially just have ChatGPT handle your responses and draft those responses for you. Next up, the third thing you can use ChatGPT for on your Shopify store is analyzing your product and customer data and giving you insights from that. So one simple thing you can do is take a lot of your customer data, upload it to ChatGPT, and ask for trends. You can ask it to analyze your customer data and ask for things like, where are your best customers? What geographic region are they in? What sort of attributes do they express based on the data that you upload? You can upload your product information and ask ChatGPT to analyze it so that you have better insight into your best performing products. Maybe there's certain products that pair well with others and you might want to create a bundle. Well, which products do you want to do that with? If you upload all that data to ChatGPT, it can answer that for you. So there's lots of analysis that ChatGPT can do if you upload the right data and ask it the right question. But a super simple way to start is asking it for geographic breakdowns of your customer list and ask it to share insights as to why people are purchasing in these different regions. And it's pretty interesting what can be spit out. So on one hand, you can leverage ChatGPT for content creation with like blog posts or customer service requests, but also it can be really useful with leveraging it for analysis. Okay, so the next thing you can do, the fourth thing you can leverage ChatGPT for with your Shopify store, is helping you craft email responses to negotiate with suppliers. So let's say if you've been working with a manufacturer for a while and you haven't been able to get them to budge on price, or you want to negotiate with them to get a better deal, you can enter all this information into ChatGPT and make sure you give it a good prompt, like, you are an expert negotiator, and then give it the problem. Say, we have a manufacturer that is giving us these terms. We want to negotiate a better deal. Please draft a response that will help us do that. Once again, you may need to tweak it a bit, but once you have that, you can then test it with your manufacturer and see if you can negotiate a better deal than what you have now. ChatGPT can also give you lots of other ideas. So maybe the factory you're working with can't negotiate on price, but maybe they can throw in some bonus products or bonus goods, or maybe they can give you some better pricing terms. So instead of paying them net 30, maybe you can pay them net 90. So you can also ask ChatGPT for ideas on what value you can get from a factory that you're not getting now, and then include that with your negotiation. So that can be another really cool way to get value out of ChatGPT. Once again, you want to set the right prompt. You want it to act like a professional negotiator, give it the information it needs, and then see what gets spit out. And you should be able to get some really cool ideas. Ideally, you can get an email spit out, but that you can then just pass off. But if not, you can at least get some cool ideas that can help you go back to your supplier and build a win-win deal where you're able to negotiate, get more value, and they're happy with the relationship as well. The fifth thing that you can do with ChatGPT for your Shopify store is something that most brand owners hate doing, and that's creating lots of organic social media content. So if you upload information into ChatGPT, let's say you take lots of your Instagram posts that you've created before and maybe take the text from the last 10. You upload that, and then ChatGPT can give you, one, other ideas for different types of Instagram posts. Two, it can actually create some of those posts for you, and it can also match the tone of those previous posts, which can be really cool. Another way to blend some of these tips is you can take some of your customer service requests that we talked about in that second tip. And let's say you're getting the same questions over and over again about specific products. You can then ask ChatGPT to create social media content specifically addressing those customer requests. So if lots of people are asking about sizing, or they're asking about return policy, or whatever the requests are, you can then spin that off into kind of an FAQ post, or a post where you're addressing those specific questions so that you can get ahead of them and answer potential customer requests before they even get to your customer service teams. That's a cool way to use it. So these are 5 very simple ways that you can use ChatGPT. I strongly suggest, if you haven't started using it, that you do so, because it is an extremely powerful technology. It's evolving every day. There's lots of different extensions you can use and different ways to leverage the technology. These are 5 easy wins that should help you save time and spend less time on some of that monotonous work, but also get some really cool ideas for your business. If you've been using ChatGPT for any different ways that are like really cool, that are kind of unique, please let us know. You can leave a comment or reply to us and let us know. We'd love to have a conversation about that. And either way, definitely get started. This tech is moving very fast, and there's no better time to get started than today. So get on it and let us know if you're doing any cool stuff with it, or if you try these, please let us know how they work out for you. Best of luck with ChatGPT and artificial intelligence for your Shopify store.